and Asher. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys have all helped me in some way. That might be small or huge. It's been a long time, 12 years now, and I want to cry. Guys, that's a lot of work that I want to put into it, and a lot of people that helped me. I couldn't have done it without all of you guys. Every single one of you have helped me immensely. Started at super small, getting into scouts, not much help around me, didn't really know what I was doing. Was pretty shy, kind of just do what I wanted to do. Got into scouts. I remember my first ever meeting, I was there and no one helped me. I was sitting there alone and I was just kind of waiting. I was looking around. One adult came and helped me. I don't remember the adult's name. They came and helped me. And from then on, I fell in love with scouts. He helped me, he showed me what it really was. And I started meeting more scouts, then more friends, got more friends. And then from then on, I started helping more scouts. That's what I love doing now. My biggest thing with me is leadership and helping the younger scouts and scouts, just in general. Campouts, hiking, rank advancement, and all the above. The campouts that have really stood out to me are Philmont, Camp Easton, and Jamboree. Philmont is down in New Mexico. I hiked 132 miles in 10 days, and it was probably the best camp I've ever done in my life. I became a man on that trip. I learned a lot of things on that trip as well. I got so many blisters, I think my feet almost fell off. It really did hurt.
Yeah, it was nasty.
It was gross. Tears, a couple cuss words, just to myself.
Got us clean.
Got
Yeah,
clean,
it's
right?
got us clean.
To myself. But I learned a lot. I learned maturity, respect, trust, and I made a lot of brothers that day. That whole entire week and a half too. It was 15 days. We were like brothers. We fought a lot. We got together. We persevered. Remember this one night, it's called the Valle. We were in 22 miles of this stuff. It's just mushy, wet dirt and sand and mud, and it was just gross. By the time I got back to camp, I was up to here in water. Feet were soaking wet with wrinkles, and I was probably crawling by the end of that. And then by the end, it was the last day. I was not feeling well. My feet were hurting, and there was this mountain called the Tooth of Time. This mountain every single scout wants to climb at the end of Philmont, and I climbed it, and I was so proud of myself. And at the top of that, I saw an Eagle Court of Honor. And I saw that and I said to myself, that's gonna be me in a couple of years. And now here I am sitting here. And just seeing that what really happens to people and what Scouts really does to people really is shocking. Because some people don't understand. I go to school and tell people that what an Eagle Scout really is, and they don't know. And I don't even know. My mom especially tells me that an Eagle Scout is such a big deal. And I'm over here still like, really? Really, Mom? And she says yes, and now I understand why. People love me, I love my people, and it's really helped me a lot. I just want to thank you guys for what you guys have all done for me. And the one camp that's really, really shocking was Camp Easton. I was were you there, 15 years old or so? And I was the SPL, or Senior Patrol Leader, which leads the whole entire troop. And that's where I was in charge of 40 kids. And it was a lot of work. But I also learned a lot of leadership skills. I learned how to delegate. Learn how to, just really lead a group. And that really taught me a lot of things. Went home from that, couldn't talk. Asa took over for me that whole entire trip at the end. Thank you, buddy. But other than that, it's a really good opportunity. Scouts that are in here that are not Eagle yet, keep going. It's worth it, it really is, even though it's really hard. Sometimes you want to quit. I've wanted to quit at least,
500 times.
500 times. I have, no joke, cried to my mother because
we were brawling. It was rough.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a hard time. And without my mother, I couldn't have done it. And that'll go later. But like a later speech.
Oh.
But
it's
a lot of work. But if you want to do it, you can do it. So just keep pushing. I'm gonna have my girlfriend, Olivia Sullivan, and my best friend come up here, do a quick speech for me. And see how it goes.
Hey, I'm not gonna cry. I wrote it down, so that way I will try my best not to. Okay, Caleb, my best friend, my boyfriend, my bench buddy. Crap, here we go. Okay, first I'm gonna start off by how proud I am of you. This compliment is huge and has been a part of you for so long, and I see it every day. You've always said Scouts has helped build you who you are, and it shows every day. You're always the first to jump in and help absolutely anyone. Anyone stopped on the side of the road, you are always first to help and stop. You are constantly prepared with your mini ambulance in the back of your car, and you are always looking out for everyone and anyone who's getting bullied. You're always the first to stop in and yell at them in the hallways. If you know Caleb, you'll know he will do absolutely anything to go off-roading and take the scenic route. I'll never forget when him and I went to Crane Perry to trek on his Eagle project, and he went down to this dirt road because it was shorter. Well, an hour later, a few trees squeezing in between in his car, a few hunters that stopped us, and we were stuck on this tiny trail. We couldn't go further. And at the end, and he looked at me and goes, well, at least I'm a Boy Scout. Even in that moment, I still have never felt as safe with someone as I have you. Jen, Brandy, I want to say that you have raised a son that affects everyone in Jay's life. This man that he has become impresses me every day. He is truly one of a kind. Jen, your dedication to his achievements does not go unnoticed. I hope you know that. You've helped him get here every single step of the way.
Man, what the heck?
And I also want to
What'd
notice,
you
Liz, you have been supporting so much, standing by their sides. I always love looking in all of their Eagle Scout pictures. You're always in the corner. They're standing there. Caleb, I've held you so many times in the middle of the night sobbing. I've danced with you in the kitchen to celebrate big wins. And I can confidently say I'm so proud and grateful that I've been standing next to you for the past 3 years. I hope that you take a moment to look back at all the accomplishments leading up to this event. So you can see that how I truly have never been so proud of someone in my life, and I love you.
Woo! Andy, but I found this being all weird.
Oh, whoops. Oh, I know. It's good for me, right?
We all are.
Okay. So about 2 hours ago, maybe 3 hours ago, I text my teacher. Hey, want to do a speech for me?
What about being prepared?
He said, sure, and didn't expect this. So you don't have to if you want to, though. It's all you. This is Tommy Ochoa, the Midland Comp teacher about 2 years ago, sophomore year. And he's been one of the best people in my life for the past 3 years. Hello, my name is Thomas Ochoa. I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. I'm a 22-year veteran of education as a teacher. If you would have told me that is the Eagle Scout tradition to inform the guest speaker just 2 hours prior to the event, I would have believed it. So preparation has always been in my tool house with, both as a teacher and, as a U.S. Navy sailor. However, today you're about to witness an English teacher completely wing it. However, I think, after hearing from Olivia, I think it's going to be okay to get a little personal here right now, because Caleb Knapp is a standout, not just student, but young man, individual, human. When we opened Caldera High School in the fall of 2021 on my birthday, it was just 3 months after I had lost my father, 2 months after my separation, and right at the beginning of my child custody battle. Later on that year, come on up, Billy. Later on that year, I got this guy in court, and I won a victory to get this guy in my life to make sure that we can maintain the father and son relationship that I no longer have with my own father. However, I can relate to something that Caleb said earlier. When you first started, you felt like there was no one there to help you. You were by yourself because, in our society, you're a man. When you deal with problems, you deal with it yourself. You handle it on your own. However, I did not know that a young student of mine and a small group of friends would come to my aid, because they were well aware that there was a number of days and weeks where I was ready to take that leave of absence and to handle myself on my own. But they kept me coming back, day after day, week after week. And I'm still there at Caldera High School, and still fighting for, rebuilding of my own life. But I can say to you right now that Caleb Knapp is a young man of honor, integrity, respect, compassion, and he is somebody I absolutely want to model and raise my own son after. I can only speak to, the experience that we've had in the last 3 years, but I also have to commend his mother and father, because I know that the deepness of who his character is, it comes from a special place. And it's forever changed the man that's speaking before you. And it's going to change this little guy as well, because you've instilled me with love. And love not just for you, for him, and for our entire community. So I just wanted to say, Caleb Knapp, congratulations. I am honored to say that I have not only been your teacher, but I am someone that I hope that we can continue our relationship throughout life and throughout further journeys. So thank you for giving me this honor today.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'd like to present Caleb with this rock.
Well, Asher,
Another example of scouts just jumping in. Good job.
it's all you, partner.